What's up, guys? Willie's Comics back with another video. I recently had a show over the past weekend. Yeah, it was this last weekend. C4 Explosion. It's a one-day, small, super small show. And I've done it, I think, 3 or 4 times now. It's always a good time, make a few $100. But this one was very interesting because I bought a lot of books, a lot of very, very, very nice books, and so we'll get into that. So that's why I love these small shows for buying. It's incredible. And my buddy who owns Umbrella Comics, Phil, he gave me a really good deal on these books. So yeah, I was ecstatic with the deal. I could have spent more money, but I decided to not spend all the money I had. But I definitely spent more than I made. But even what I made was good. I was happy with. But that's why I have money set aside from shows so I can continue to buy new books, and so this thing can fund itself. But yeah, so let's jump into it. I'll show off some of the nicer books, I guess, last. And some of these I actually already started prepping for the next show. They won't all be available at my next show, which is going to be this weekend. It's a one-day show on Sunday in Baton Rouge. But just to give y'all an idea, all of these books were half off, and I actually ended up paying a little bit less, like barely a little bit less, but basically a little bit less than half off. And some of these I've already repriced and rebagged and boarded. Some of them I kept the prices, some of them up a little bit, but yeah. Because the prices for them were already good to begin with. Just to give you an idea, this is Incredible Hulk 119 Silver Age, beautiful. I paid $5 for it. So this is kind of the vibe we had going on. Marvel feature number 4. No, that's a key issue. I also paid $5 for that. Green Lantern, Green Arrow, 15 center. Really, really cool. I paid $5. Like I said, these were 50% off. Detective, 368. And I pretty much my idea was to grab all the Silver Age books that were $10. So if I'm getting Silver Age for $5 a piece, and they're all very presentable, that was what I did. Some of the $15 ones I left for now. And maybe next time I'll grab some more, but let me just grab a handful. And some of these prices, like I said, I upped them a little bit, or they were what the sticker originally was. So I basically paid half for less than half than what I have on here. So I put $50 on this, and this is what he had on sticker. So I paid $25 for that. Hulk 143, I paid $5 for this. It's got Dr. Doom on the cover. Action Comics 335, I paid $5 for that. This is a really cool one. World's Finest 143, I paid $5 for that. Spectacular Spider-Man 64 for Cloak and Dagger. I pretty much put the same sticker price, so he had 45. I just kept it at 45, so I paid half that. World's Finest 142. I paid $5 for that book. I think. Something like that. Giant size Superman or whatever, 227, just a oversized Superman issue. I feel like I said, I think I paid $5 for this book. And it presents awesome. Hawkman 22. Hawkman number 20. Paid $5 for that one too. And that's a key issue. Adam and the Hawkman number 39. And they present awesome. Superman 209. This might be one of the best deals I've ever had, just because of like the quality of books. Superman's Girlfriend Lois Lane number 112. Paid $5 for this one. I thought it was a cool cover. Let's see. Superman's Girlfriend Lois Lane number 105. Again, I paid $5 for that. Let's see if I can grab some other cool ones. Actually, I'll show these off real quick. Just because. I also did a trade with somebody, and I'll put that book. I ended up selling in Spider-Man 299, and I took in a whole bunch of books. A lot of it was dollar books, but some of it was decent for $100 value. So we were $25 off. So I ended up picking up another book and then paying him $30 because he had $55 on the book, and I'll get into that. But yeah, this is like a partial trade deal. But just a couple of key issues. This is a variant cover. Thought that was nice. Actually, a decent issue here. Bomb Queen #1. The first appearance of Bomb Queen. Got #2 there. Grimm Fairy Tales. I thought this is a funny variant. Christmas cover. And then a few Hatchet issues, but I'm not going to put them all out at once. I usually like to, if I get like a few of a certain title, I'll put a couple out and then sell them, and then, put a couple more out. But yeah, a couple of different Hatchet variant covers there for the horror fans. And then, let's see, let me grab some more. Show all these off because why not? I got some really good keys too, so we'll get into that. We got Detective through #360. Action 363. All these Green Lanterns, like, I paid $5 a piece for. Green Lantern #65. And they're not perfect, like they present great, but they do have some issues. But I mean, this will be a great deal for somebody else. So I may not be too willing to do deals on these just because they're brand new, and I know some of these will sell at their prices. But Conan the Barbarian #6, pre #10 for $5. That's how much I paid for it. Tarzan of the Apes #1. I paid $5 for that one. This one I didn't pay $5 for, but Marvel Spotlight #1 on the Red Wolf. And same thing with this. I did not pay $5 for this, but I think I paid about $25 for this one. About the same here, $20 maybe ish. This is a book I feel like is super underrated, I paid $5 for it, but Orion of the New Gods. So it's New Gods #2. And it's that first Darkseid cover. Paid $5 for it. I love that cover actually. New Wonder Woman Wonder Woman #178, the new Wonder Woman. Cool cover there. Submariner #7. Iconic cover. X-Men 23. Fantastic Four #107. Human Torch #1. I kind of wish I had bought more from him. Superman #317, and maybe I'll work out something with him to do that. Neil Adams cover. Paid $5 for this one. That was a good deal. Superman 220, really cool Flash cover, trying to punch Superman. Detective 320. Batman and Robin are his mummies. Plastic Man #10, paid $5 for this one. Yeah, so that's just basically the gist of it. I probably have another short box of Silver Age key issues, like almost a short box of just that kind of stuff. I don't feel the need to go into all of it. But yeah, that's like maybe half of the books, if that. And then I'll go over some of the, probably in my opinion, nicer books, or the ones that I'm a little more excited about. Give me 1 second. So all these that I've already bagged and boarded definitely will be available, and then some of these may be as well if I had enough supplies to bag and board them. Incredible Hulk 105, just because I love this cover. Sticker price is $45, so I paid about $22. Got a little writing right there, but really cool book, and for that price, can't beat it. I've never had this before. Nick Fury, Agent of Shield #1. It was $55 sticker price, so I paid 27.5 bucks. Very nice. Marvel Team Up 141. I paid about $31, $32, 32.5 really. But newsstand copy. Batman 200th issue. Paid about 40 bucks for this one. Avengers #196. I paid $25 for that. First Taskmaster. It's a more mid-grade copy than the one I have, so it'd be a nice affordable copy for somebody. Marvel 2-in-1 #1. I think this is a cheap price. I paid 12.5 bucks. I think it's worth $40 to $50, and it's in actually really nice shape. Spectacular Spider-Man 101. Surprisingly, I don't think I've ever had this book before, and I paid 30 bucks for it. So nice one there. I think that price actually might be pretty good too. So I'll have to reassess that. Detective 388, and that was $25 for this one. Iconic Joker cover. And then this might have been, in my opinion, one of the best. Maybe not. Just crazy to think about. Daredevil #9, pre-10 Daredevil, and I paid 10 bucks for this one. So I can't believe that right there. But here are the coolest books I got for the day, in my opinion. Let me do this real quick. I think I showed that one off. I don't know that I showed... Okay, I can set these aside. I've already shown these off. I don't know that I've shown this one off on YouTube, but I just got this book in. It's Snake Plissken Chronicles #1, the convention exclusive. I actually have this issue already, but I got a really good deal on this one, so I was going to get it because it's just got a really cool remark and compare which remark I liked more. I decided the one that I actually just got, which is this one, which I just got in, not the other one. I like the other one a little bit more, so I'm going to go ahead and put this one up for sale. This is a really cool book you do not see, and the remark is awesome, so that will be available. And then this was probably one of the best books I picked up for the day. So that partial trade I made, they had this book, so he quoted like $100 in trade value on the books, which was a good deal on all the books that he gave me, which I sold like $50 worth of it already. And then I have some more key issue type stuff and a bunch of dollar books, so I'll make my money on that. We were $25 difference because I had $125 in the other book, and so he said, hey, you can go to my booth and pick a $25 book. So I saw this book, and I figured, hey, if I give you 30 bucks, we'll just call it even because that's the difference, because he had priced at $55. So he's like, yeah, that's fine with me. So I got X-Men 211, and it is triple signed by Chris Claremont, John Romita Jr., and Jim Shooter. 1, 2, 3. And one of the guys at the booth said that he kind of regretted selling it because I guess it was his book, or it used to be his book. And he said, that's a $200 book. And I'm like, yeah, I thought this was really underpriced. Triple signed, newsstand, and it's in really good shape for 55 bucks. I think this is easily a $150 book. In my opinion, I will see. I'll try to put it up for sale and see if someone buys it. But yeah, just super cool. Probably one of the best books of the day that I grabbed, and I got it for real cheap. So I'm excited about that. And then these are the books I got as part of that deal with the other vendor where I got all these books for basically half off. And I think there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 books or so. Book I've never had before and very excited to have gotten. I want to say I paid maybe 40 bucks for this, 30 to 40 bucks. I don't know. Amazing Spider-Man 102, the second appearance of Morbius. Just a really cool book. I've never had it before. Not crazy expensive, but definitely a nice one. Again, another book I've never had before, X-Men 96. I think I paid 42 bucks for this one, and he had a price of 85, which is probably accurate or maybe even a little low. It might even be worth more than that. So I gotta, like I said, double check. But I just really cool book. I knew the price was good, so actually I'll show this one off later because I made this deal last. This was a cool one. Action Comics 340, first appearance of Parasite. I paid $42.50 for this. He had a price of $85. I love getting these DC keys in. I feel like I get more Marvel stuff than DC, but fantastic book. And I think $85 is a cheap price for this book even now. And he told me that he got this collection from a gentleman and had made a lot of money off of it. And I think I gathered that he's got a couple different inventories that he brings to different shows. So he said he made his money off of it, and I think he's just got too much stuff. So he's trying to move some of this stuff before, I don't know. I'm not exactly sure, but I was happy with it. This book was one that I was actually scouting out before he told me that deal, and I was probably going to buy this one anyway. But this is Silver Surfer number 50. This is actually an error copy. As you can tell, there is no foil on this book at all. He had a price of $55, so I paid about $27.50. There's a few high listings, and there was one sold for $200 or best offer, so I'm sure it didn't sell for $200, but just a really cool book that you don't see very often. So this is for sale. I got to figure out a price for this, but just, yeah, something you don't see every day. I thought it was just an oddball kind of thing, so went ahead and picked that up. And then another book that you do not see every day. I haven't had this, actually, basically all these books I haven't had before, which is really cool. These bigger ones. Ewoks number 10, in fantastic shape. This is an expensive one. I think this is like the most expensive of those Marvel 25th anniversary, or I think it's 25th anniversary covers. So fantastic book. Really, really cool. Potentially may keep this for the PC. I got to decide on that. I haven't been like collecting Star Wars as heavily as I was at one time. I was collecting more. I still collect like Darth Vader and all that, but the kind of goofy stuff or everything outside of that, I don't do as much. The dark side characters I really like, but that's kind of more my thing with Star Wars. But yeah, this may be for the PC. And then there was one last book, and this was done after I had bought all these other books. He had another box, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm trying to sell this box for $3,000. It was probably valued at like $4,600, $4,800 or so." And he's like, "I'm just trying to get someone a deal." It was mainly key type stuff in there, and there was some other good things. There was a few good things in there, but I had already spent a bunch of money, and this is the only thing that I was really kind of eyeing and thinking about buying. And he told me it was priced at $100, and I was like, "Oh, that's a really cool book for $100. I'm sure he'd give me a good deal on it." He told me $40. Now, it is low grade. It is incomplete. There is a coupon cut out, but, and again, this is not as hot as it once was, but Avengers 8 First Kang for $40. I mean, I was beyond ecstatic to grab this book. But yeah, so it was a super, super successful day of buying and selling comics. Like I said, I sold a good bit of comics, made some good money. For what the show is, like, I don't expect to, like, not like some of these other shows, but for how much I paid to get in and what I expected out of it, good day. Got to put some money aside for the fiance for our wedding, which is great, and then I got to restock some inventory with some awesome stuff. So I'm so excited to, like I said, all these won't be available at my next show, but over the next few shows, these will probably be the books that are making it in first in my bins. So very excited to have these available for sale. I'm hoping people love them and buy them, and then that way I can buy some stuff that I want. So thanks for watching, and until next time.